This is Mike Heinum with Heinum Law in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. And today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about why it's a good idea to consider having an attorney assist you with real estate transactions. Now often people go and get a realtor, which is fine, and deal with them when purchasing a home or a commercial property. But there are times that it's good to have an attorney working with you, and I'm going to cover three main reasons that it can be beneficial to have an attorney. The first is deeds and property descriptions, the second is zoning, and the third is mortgages. With deeds and property descriptions, it essentially says the outlines or the borders of your property. Here's where it starts, here's where it ends. It includes anything that might have any easements or rights of way, and oftentimes those are copied from one deed to the next, and they're wrong. I had a client come to me one time with a problem. They had purchased 12 acres and wanted to sell 4 out of the 12, and when they got their deeds back, the property descriptions were the same. They actually transferred all 12 acres to the buyer, so we had to go back and correct it. So it's always good to have an attorney working with you to look at your property descriptions, make sure your deeds are right, make sure that anything that's in there in terms of easements or rights of way look to be reasonable and legal. With respect to zoning, all properties are zoned. Some are residential, some are mixed use, some are commercial. A lot of the communities now are even putting things in their property restrictions where you can't put up sheds or you can't put up clotheslines. And if you're going to buy a property where you want to use it for something specific, such as putting up a pole barn or a building to work on antique cars or something, you want to make sure that the property you're buying allows for such a thing. When you're dealing with residential properties that are zoned residential, it's really important that you check to make sure that if you have certain things you want to do on that property, that you're going to actually be allowed to do them. With commercial transactions, it's not as common that you're going to have those kinds of problems, especially if a property is zoned commercial, but you want to make sure that you understand exactly what any restrictions are that may be on that property, and that you're going to be able to do exactly what it is you want to do when you in fact get into that property and occupy it. With respect to mortgages, nowadays there are so many complications with residential mortgages. Things have really changed over the last 5 years or so, and there are a lot more pitfalls and hoops to jump through when it comes to residential mortgages. With commercial mortgages, things are a little bit more straightforward, but you're also talking either way generally about a lot of money. So it's important that you have an attorney working with you to review the documents, make sure that the interest rates are clear and correct, make sure that anything that is in the mortgage documents that puts any kind of restrictions on you, such as prepayment penalties or interest rate fluctuations, are explained to you and you understand them before signing the documents. There are many, many, many good reasons to consider using the services of an attorney when entering into a real estate transaction. I've covered 3 briefly here today, but if you have questions about those issues or any other issues regarding real estate transactions, don't hesitate to give us a call here at Heinum Law. I'm Mike Heinum, Managing Partner, Heinum Law, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Thank you for watching.